here under quarantine in my house in Van Nuys. I've been here for about 30 something days, I think 32 days, and I'm going to answer some questions about what I've been doing with my time, which I have so much of lately. Yeah, so I started off my quarantine with Tiger King like the rest of America. I watched that twice, which was great, and then I kind of ran out of new stuff, and I found two gems. 90 Day Fiance, which I feel like a lot of people found, and it's great. It's fantastic trash. Lee is always like really into like wedding related shows and whatnot, and I usually think they're boring, but that one is like, it's up a notch on another level to where it holds my attention. I like prison shows a lot more than the wedding type thing, so I've been torturing Lee with all this like murder and prison documentaries and whatever, and then I found Love After Lockup, which is both of our new favorite. So it combines the two best reality genres in one. Okay, so Love After Lockup is where there's a person outside of prison who's dating someone who's in prison about to get out. So it basically follows them. Usually they're planning to like get married when they get out. And it just follows what a fucking disaster it always ends up being. Oh no, it's like reality show trash, like current, like this person met so-and-so on a prison dating website, and they've been corresponding for 2 years, or fucking 10 years sometimes, but they've never met, and then like the person gets out and goes to live with the person that they've never met, and it's incredible, and I really love it. So after I started watching Love After Lockup, and it constantly refers to like, oh, they met on prisoncuties.com or whatever. So I started going to the websites, and a lot of the ones on the show don't actually exist, but I did find some, like, just, I think the main one is like writeaprisoner.com, super basic, and there are just like thousands of inmates, and they have family members or whoever posts their profile. It's like just a basic profile, not really usually including what they did, but it says like their release date. But then you can follow a link that will go to their crime report or whatever, so you do get to see what they've done. So ever since I started watching this stupid show, I decided I was gonna go on one of these websites and find myself some pen pals. So that's my quarantine hobby.
You mentioned one, hotshotinmates.com. Have you found anyone off that site yet?
Yeah, I've been using hotshotinmates.com and writeaprisoner.com. I found 3 people that I'm planning on writing. One was a Native American female who was in for trafficking meth, but I thought it would be cool to write to a Native American prisoner because we could probably relate about like childhood, and I'm genuinely kind of just curious to like see what the person wants to talk about, and if there's anything I could do to like be a positive support, I guess. So that one I felt like would just be cool, because I'm Native American as well. I found one guy who says he was wrongfully convicted of murdering his wife in Ohio. So I'm gonna write him, I think. And then I started writing my first letter today to a girl who is a butch identifying lesbian who's about my age, who apparently went on a bit of a robbing and killing spree. So I'm gonna see what's up with her. At the beginning of the quarantine, I posted on Twitter that I wanted to become a gamer because I don't know how else to burn my time. And I got an email like a few days later asking if I were willing to play a game if they could send me the funds to buy myself a PlayStation. What I mean by willing to play a game, they wanted me to play their favorite game and then report back on how the game went for me. In exchange, they want me the PlayStation. I was offering like nudes of me playing the PlayStation, but they didn't want that. They just want to know about me playing this game, which was The Last of Us. And so I agreed. I sent back to the email. Oh, hello, Mr. Man is here. So I got the PlayStation. I got their game. I tried to play it. It's really hard and terrifying because it's a zombie apocalypse game. But I've been really into GTA 5. I grew up playing PS2 and Vice City. That was my favorite. So did a lot of GTA. I got Red Dead Redemption 2, which I know is a hit this year. It's super fun. And Lee is afraid of everything that has anything to do with shooting or jumps or scary anything, so she can't handle normal games. So she wanted Crash Bandicoot, which I thought was going to be annoying and stupid, but I've been all about it. I like getting really high and trying to play it, and it's really fucking hard. During the day a lot lately, I've been playing bass a lot, and when I play bass I like to play mostly like punk. I play along to it just for fun. So lots of like old like 77 street punk, lots of like boy bands like Coxbar, some like Pittsburgh crust. So that's like the punk stuff that I'll do like during the day. It makes me like, it's very like reminiscent of my like teen years. And it's nice to kind of just like think about all that. And I don't know, it's funny, I feel like because of all the shit that I did back then in those days, I'm probably immune to the coronavirus. It's all quite ironic. Just living in the crust punk houses and all that kind of shit. I feel like my immune system has always been something else. 3 good punk bands I would go for right now. Blitz, B-L-I-T-Z, GBH, and we'll go Osrotten. There's actually a Spotify playlist called I think it's The Legacy of Laurel Canyon, which is like the Mamas and the Papas, the Byrds, Carole King, like old people music, to a degree. A little bit classic like K-rock vibes, but sorry, Mr. Man's really upset right now. When I want to escape and I'm having my cocktails, I've been into Stan Getz. A little like girl from Ipanema fucking vibes.
Perfect.